One of the things that baffles us the most, and I keep getting so many emails, as a matter of fact, 9 out of 10 emails are about emotional suffering. So today we're going to explore the secret of emotions. But in order to make it effective, I want your participation. Now, I had an email just a few days ago from a man. He's barely 40. He's in deep depression and he's thinking of ending his life. He said life is not worth living. This particular email, it was a long one, it really struck me, deep in my heart. And I thought, well, there is one thing that people don't seem to understand, no matter how much you read about emotions and the difference between thought and feeling. And until you know the difference, the suffering will go on, because we can keep saying, well, thought is not real, emotions, there's a movement of energy in the body through thought, blah, blah, blah. But until we know the difference between feeling and thought, we will not understand the true nature of emotion that causes all the known human pain. What is desperation? What is anguish? What is depression? What is loneliness? And I hope that this evening, as we go into the difference between thought and feeling, we begin to glimpse something very subtle. Now, the moment we think about feeling, we think about emotional feeling. That's the human nature immediately. Oh, I can feel that because we're feeling something in the body. No, that's an emotion. That's a sensation. I'm talking about feeling. So what is feeling? That's what spirituality is about, to understand feeling. You know what feeling is? You, right now, looking, you can feel the presence now. That's feeling. If I were to ask anyone in the world, how do you know you exist? How do you know you are? They'll say, well, of course I know. But who is it that knows? Is it a thought? Is it a memory? Is it an emotion? No. It is a knowing. That's feeling. Got it? And this is the reason why people can seek for many, many years and never awaken. Because they seek through words. I ask people who've been doing this for many years, and I say, who are you? And they'll say, I am spirit. Big deal. Because they read it so often, they heard it so often. I'm a loving soul. I am part of God. Sounds beautiful. But what does it mean? If you don't feel it, it's nothing. You see, but if you feel it, you're awakened. And that's what awakening is. Awakening has nothing to do with words. It is a feeling. So, feeling is knowing. Feeling is that warmth, is that love. It is that being which we are always wanting, but thinking it is something else because we put words to it. You see? We put emotion to it. And that's how we destroy feeling. People can be very, very emotional, and we say, they're such feeling beings, they're such feeling... Hogwash. That's all outside show. To get in touch with your feeling is to find peace, is to find true love, is to find a real core essence of you. Because that's what feeling is. So the only way that we can truly start feeling is through the body. Because here's another thing, that the mind is very deceptive. Because it's conditioned. It's conditioned from the moment we are born. And after 3 years of age, we develop what is called an ego. Okay? When you're called a name, etc., etc. And, oh, I am Burt. You see? Oh, Burt is a nice boy, therefore I begin to think I'm a nice boy. Or Burt has been a bad boy today, so now I'm beginning to think, oh, I'm also good and bad. Okay? Or somebody smacks me and says, no, that's wrong. And from now on I'm going to feel guilty when I do that particular no-no. You see what I mean? So this is how we build up this ego. But in truth, none of this is real. It's all conceptual. It's all imagination. Because reality itself is this pure feeling, this knowing, this now. So there are two things that you already know. And all you need are these two things. That's all. To be fully awakened. These two, only this. The fact that you exist, which of course you already know. I am. You see? And now is the only time there is. In fact, it's not even time. Now is the only reality. There's nothing but now. Combine these two, which are really one, and that's it. And that's it. You're awake. If you can feel it. You see? Now, when you feel something, you begin to live from it automatically. A person can hear this speech and go away with a lot of thoughts about it. Okay? And that's not it. But if you start feeling it in your knowing that this is not something to conjecture about, it's not something to conclude, it is who you are. And that's eternal, because you are this now. The I am that I know exists is now. How can now die? So you begin to see that you're actually an eternal being.